This is an awesome idea for a video that one of you guys suggested on my Instagram live stream, so thank you guys very much. This is really awesome. This idea is, what would I tell myself 10 years ago if I could talk to that person right now? So I'm 24 years old at the moment, so if I was talking to my 14-year-old self, these are the 5 things that I would say if I had to limit it down to 5 things. And I think this is an awesome idea just for self-exploration, but also for those of you who were maybe younger, or just in general, for those of you who are interested in seeing how I would change the way that I did things, or at least the way that I would advise myself if I could go back. Okay, so with number 1, and I'm gonna be addressing this to my 14-year-old self, so hello 14-year-old Brian. Number 1, I know you wanna help everyone that you can, and you can definitely do that. But a wise man that I once met, or we once met later in our lives, told us that before you can help other people, you have to help yourself. Before you can reach down and pull someone up, you have to reach that spot where you can pull someone up. You have to get up there. Remember that phrase, and also make sure you choose wisely who you decide to help, because not everyone will appreciate you, but those that do will be the lifeblood of what you do. Young Brian, this one is going to be very important for you. Number 2, some people are going to be extremely rude, extremely mean, and extremely ruthless, and are going to stop at no ends to hurt you. But don't hate those people. Those people just haven't come to a point in their life where they've grown or realized the perspective that they need to realize to not put that kind of hate out into the world. But just understand that those kind of people will come at you. Don't hate them. Prepare yourself for that, and understand that the next couple of years of your life are going to be some of the toughest times when it comes to interacting with other people. Number 3, and probably my favorite one out of this whole list, and also ties directly into number 2 that you just heard, acne is gonna feel so debilitating to you. It's gonna feel like it's slowing you down from your career. It's gonna feel like it's slowing you down from your friends, from talking to people that you think are cute, all sorts of stuff, bro. It's gonna be okay though, because acne is gonna prove to be one of the most important parts of your life. One of the things that instills you with the most empathy and understanding that honestly you probably would have never gotten. Honestly, if there's one thing that you should be most appreciative of, which is impossible for you to do right now, but it's your acne. Because if you do not get this acne, you could possibly become a person that you would be talking about at the current moment at 24, thinking that person needs to face some hardships to grow. And luckily, you're going to grow. Number 4, a little bit of career advice, my young friend. Carefully choose out what ventures you're going to invest your time into, and then pound them. Because you have this tendency to get excited about interesting things, new things, things that are, bring you instant joy, or things that you learn about that you enjoy a lot, and you're going to say, man, let's do it. And you're going to jump into those things. And what you're going to do is you're going to spread yourself really thin, all your energy, all your time. And then at a certain point, you're going to realize that you've spread yourself so thin that you need to back up and choose more direct approaches and really penetrate those things, instead of not being able to really go extremely dedicated into one thing because you don't have enough time. This advice is going to advance you so many years in your career, because unfortunately, as much as you enjoy doing so many different things, people definitely want a niche when it comes to online entertainment and content. So you definitely have to hit those niches and then just keep going after them instead of spreading yourself thin. And number 5, good job, you made it to the end of the list. I'm glad that your ADD did not defocus you 14-year-old young man. Now, this one again ties into some of the same stuff we've been saying, but I would say that jump into a job that you can gain capital from in the first 2 to 4 years after college. Or if you don't want to, just work for 2 to 4 years and gather all that capital, if you want to just jump straight into your passion, which is YouTubing and everything that you're doing, be very wise in your decisions and put some focus on creating an income. Because what you tend to do is you get excited about things, you see that people are being helped, and you just want to keep going and going and going and going, but you don't realize that you're gonna need money as you get older. Right now, when you're starting out with YouTube and all that stuff, it is gonna be totally fine that you don't make any money from it. But eventually, if you're gonna wanna do this and help people instead of a career, you're gonna have to make money out of it. And at this point, you've had people for 5 years telling you to start focusing on making an income, and you ignored it because you wanted to do what you wanted to do with your content, you wanted to follow your passions, you wanted to develop all these different type of career paths, and all that stuff is awesome, and it created who you are today. But again, you do have to make money. And a lot of your friends have been making money for years and have a lot better of a money strategy than you do. And now you're jumping on the train, trying to figure out incomes and how to take care of yourself in your later life. And you should have already been thinking about that many years ago. So just keep that in mind, little Brian. So there you have it. There's my message to a 10-year back version of myself at 14 years old. And some of the things that I would say, obviously I had to curate it down to 5 things, and my list kind of boils down to try to worry about your financial situation a little bit earlier so you can set yourself up for faster progression in the future, and then also continue doing what you do and what you love, which by far is helping people. I think that is the biggest passion that you, me, we all have. That's it for this video. I hope this kind of made sense, the whole me addressing the camera as my 14-year-old self. I hope the perspective kind of made sense, but this is a really cool video idea, and I really appreciate actually Ethical Athletes, I believe. He is the guy who suggested this video idea, so thank you guys so much for suggesting ideas that you want to see. I think it brings a lot of creativity to the channel that I wouldn't necessarily be able to come up with on a weekly basis, but you guys always come in with great ideas. And I think this video specifically is awesome because you guys can like listen to my things that I would have told myself back in the day and kind of start analyzing, just see if any of those kind of relate to you, or maybe just get the discussion in your head started about, what would I have changed and what do I appreciate about what I've done in the past 10 years. But thank you guys so much for coming into this video. I really appreciate you checking out all the different styles of videos that I have. I love to make different types of videos. I like to self-analyze. I like everything about what I do with YouTube, so you guys are awesome for supporting me on all these different types of videos and content that I put out. It's amazing, and I appreciate you guys giving me a platform to do this. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy or die MIRIN, motherfucker.
Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy